I may request our chief guest, Mr. Vijay Shekhar Sharma, Founder-Paytm and 197 Communication Limited, to address the young man.
First of all, what an incredible speech by Akshay. So thank you for having me here, Akshay, my fellow dignitaries on the dais and faculty and my dear students. Good to see you all. And कितने लोग यहाँ पे दिल्ली से आए हैं, दिल्ली और NCR से हैं? And how many of you are from North Delhi NCR? So it goes back 1994 मैं भी इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में आया था जैसे आप लोग आए हैं दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में and very fraction of you exactly the same way and it was a big city movement. आपको जो अभी अक्षय ने बोला बिल्कुल ऐसा ही फील होता है कि आपको पता ही नहीं है कि क्या होने वाला है आगे. करेक्ट? You do not know. You've been told, oh wow. First of all, you have an excitement of college क्योंकि स्कूल छोड़ के आए हैं. And secondly, you have a challenge of, because everybody thinks it is challenging, life after this is like a last junction of joy in your life, right? How many of you think that this is the last junction of joy and then after that the real life test will go for, right? Well, as life would have it, this is one of the most important junction of your life because जो भी आप यहाँ पे पढ़ोगे वो आपके साथ जाएगा और जो भी आप यहाँ करोगे जो मिस हो जाएगा वो मिस हो जाएगा. I mean, it's a very interesting mix that you will, lot of time will be in the classroom and you will be educated by the teacher, and lot of time when you are not in the classroom, you will be educated by the life. Your friends, your interaction with faculty beyond your college and college syllabus, and many things that this institute does are going to be equal part of your education. So this is the most holistic education movement that you will experience in your life. And I'm happy to say that I was learning more about Asian Institute of Business, AES, as I see this AEG's Business Institute here, and I'm very happy to tell you that I learned a lot of exciting things that were not happening at my time. So I congratulate the leadership here for doing so many things which make this education so joyous and exciting. Thank you. I studied in a far more boring institute, I can tell you, and I think you guys will learn it once. So what life gives you, you do not know the privilege of it till the time period you don't have it. That something else comes in your way. I believe that you will learn about it when you are going through it and when you go in the mainstream of your life. The best part about the time that we all are living in this country, as you must have seen, G20 happened. Your director sir also talked about it. That India is now looked up to the world, that the world is looking up to India, that India is the hope of the world's progress. And I think this is a great state to be in, to getting graduated in, because there are many times in past that people have come out of engineering college, graduation college, MBA college, and they have not found a job. Now, how many of you think that you're studying so that your success is identified was a good paying job? How many of you raise your hand if you think your success of this education will be defined by the first job that you get out of this place? Oh wow, none of you believe that a good first job is a benchmark? How many of you think and want to start, let's say, because I inaugurated an entrepreneur trophy for 2024. So how many of you believe that you will start a company, let's say within a year of exiting the college? Oh wow. Oh. Very good, very good. So this is what I wanted to say. When we come to a college, we benchmark ourselves on a great amount of, let's say, outcome of our education with a job or something that we will do. But this is a little longer term. Your impact of education is a little longer term. You will find your life calling, your passion, your joy, and some of you who are raising the hand for starting a company will end up finding a reason to start a startup or reason to start a company. Look, I'm going to say both of the paths are perfectly equal and right. There is nothing wrong in one over other, actually. In other words, it does not mean that you take a job, it is bad, or if you start a company, that is too risky. Both are fine, and it is all dependent on that how passionate are you about what you want to do. And when you are passionate about what you want to do, you find reasons for it, you find all the things in the life solving for it. Many times, when you are in your next 3-4 years or 2 years, different classroom and different programs that you will do, you'll find a reason that it is very tough for what the success benchmark you had. आपकी कुछ बैक ऑफ सप्ली भी आ सकती हैं, कभी आपके साथ एग्जाम में बुरा हो सकता है, कभी आपके साथ कुछ प्रैक्टिकल में बुरा हो सकता है, बट by now you already know that the world moves on and these all small trouble become a very small blip in a big picture. So the biggest thing that it can do is teach you a lesson, and that lesson will be a life lesson for you. That is what your education will be. So I call upon you to tell you, like Akshay told you, that never get distracted by the problems that you face in your classroom or in your education in these years. I also believe that India, the state that India we are in, we need many of you to build for India. Couple of years back, tens of years back, when I graduated, the best part about getting graduation was considered कि हम बाहर जाएंगे. We will work outside of India. We will do something which is not in India. We will do something that is not related to the country. And now I want to tell you the reverse is happening. As Paytm, we deploy at least 500 people of at least 100 countries as employees in our company in different part of the world. And that is because the people actually want to work for an Indian company. And people want to come and work for an Indian company, and it is because that India's economy is in that influx movement. जैसे आपको लगता था कि यूएस को लैंड ऑफ ड्रीम कहते हैं, जो पास्ट की कहानी है, सच ये है कि इंडिया इज नाउ द लैंड ऑफ ड्रीम्स, लैंड ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी, दैट यू विल बी एबल टू फुलफिल योर ड्रीम इन दिस कंट्री. What you contribute to will matter even more to this country than just you being a student and normal job. अब आप काम कहाँ कर रहे हैं, किस कंपनी में कर रहे हैं, किस जगह पे उस कंपनी का आउटकम आता है. कुछ लोग किसी बिजनेस में जाएंगे, कुछ लोग किसी तरह की जॉब करेंगे जो इंडिया के लोगों को सर्व करेगी, और कुछ लोग सर्व करेंगे उस एमएनसी में जो बाहर के लोगों को सर्व करेगी. और पहले ये एजम्पशन होता था कि एक एमएनसी जॉब अच्छी है. इनफैक्ट मैं आपको थोड़ी और हिस्ट्री देना चाहता हूँ. एक टाइम था जब सरकारी जॉब अच्छी हुआ करती थी. 40s और 60s में सरकारी जॉब अच्छी हुआ करती थी. फिर उसके बाद पीएसयू जॉब, पब्लिक सेक्टर कंपनियां जो हुई उनकी अच्छी हुई. फिर एमएनसी जॉब अच्छी हुई, फिर प्राइवेट सेक्टर जॉब अच्छी हुई, और अब जो कंपनियां इंडिया के लिए बिल्ड कर रही हैं उनकी जॉब अच्छी हुई. तो आप लोगों से मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि आप अपनी जो पढ़ाई करने के बाद काम करेंगे वो हमारे कंट्री के लिए काम करेंगे. याद रखिए कि हमारे कंट्री के लिए आपको काम करना है, ना कि सिर्फ एक कंपनी के लिए काम करना है. जो कंपनियां और आपका काम जब आपकी कम्युनिटी के लिए बेटर करेगा, when you make this country progress, we all progress, because each of us's contribution makes this country progress, not just few companies. We cannot expect only the government to solve for it. We cannot expect only the few companies to solve for it. We all have to solve for it. So this mindset, which is what I believe that you will be getting educated in, is called an entrepreneur mindset, where you take everything as a first principle, and why can't I do it, and can do attitude, and why will I not be able to do it, what is the limitation that I face, and why should I face this limitation. This mindset will be the defining moment of your life lesson here. I do believe that many of us get our ambition curtailed because of some limitation or other. इसको कहते हैं जैसे कि आपने एक कैप पहन ली हो और आपको इसके ऊपर दिखाई न दे रहा हो. You can't see something up above ahead of you. Well, this is exactly what the education's role is. You have to remove this. You have to remove any hindrance and any self limitation that you put on yourself, that can you do it or not do it. But remember, your life will be as big as you want it to be. And when I say as big, meaning from where have you come and from where you have reached where. So this distance is your length of your life. This is the size of your life. Size of a life is not defined by the money in the bank account. Size of life is not defined by the number of things that you do in the life, but it is about that how much have you progressed as a person, how much have you contributed to the society, to the progress of the society from yourself. And that is what your life size will be. Remember, many a times you will fall for some, let's say, a worldly pleasure, where some money, some work, power, fame, all sorts of things which are also considered vices in the world will be happening around you, and you will fall for or you will seek them. There is nothing wrong about that. But एक संस्कृत में कहावत है, अति सर्वज्ञ वर्जते, यानी कि maximum of everything and peak of everything is bad for everything. just like it is true for literally not just food, but it is true for your money, power, fame. So none of these things should become the driver for you. They are needed. I'm not going to say you don't need money in life, you don't need power in life, or you don't need fame in life. I'm going to say that if it becomes the single driving point for everything, that is what is bad. The balance of these three factors, which are considered the whys and they have the power statement also, is actually what you will have to aim for. You will also go through the purpose discovery. आपको जिंदगी में क्या करना है, क्या आपको अपनी जिंदगी में कुछ बनाना है, कुछ सर्व करना है, कुछ कंट्रीब्यूट करना है. You will discover this in these days. एक दो बार आपके पास बहुत बुरा झटका लगेगा, when you will feel bad about being yourself, and that time is the truest time that how do you come back and how do you take the inspiration of it. मेरी जिंदगी में भी कुछ ऐसा ही हुआ. मैं जब इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में था तो मेरे पास जब मैं फाइनल ईयर में आया तो as most of you will know, we will go for MBA or we will go for a GMAT to study outside, and my family didn't have money, so I couldn't even go for that. So now I was having a sort of a bad feeling that, oh my God, every person of my batch, every teammate of my class is more or less preparing for further education, and I can't even prepare for further education. But this is also the forming time that I decided कि जिंदगी में इसकी क्या जरूरत है कि वो एजुकेशन पढ़ के जाएं, हम कुछ ऐसा बनाएंगे जिसमें कि वो लोग काम करने आए. तो ये तीनों बनाए. why be someone who gets a job at those places? Why not give them job at your place? And that was the defining moment in my life. After that, never thought about that I would have to get a good or great job. I always thought that अपनी जिंदगी में कुछ ऐसा करते हैं ना कि सबका सपोर्ट मिलेगा, and we will be able to be championed by everyone else. And this is something that you will hurt yourself. Only that day you will go through it. I repeat it. You will hurt yourself and feel bad is the day that you will want to do it. So your down or the worst day is also an inspiration day for you, surprisingly, and this is exactly the stage in life that you are in. My life also took me to places where I could not believe that I'll meet it. Many of us in this room, जैसे मैं बीच-बीच में हिंदी में deliberately बोल रहा हूँ, may not be very conversed, and because especially those who have come out of not from Delhi NCR are not necessarily very convinced of speaking or convenience in speaking, let's say, English language and talking, and as they say, that a metro city life, if you will, right? And this is something which is uncomfortable for most of us because everybody is such a high caliber person and they can speak and be so smart. And I learned something totally different. देखिए, आपको पता होगा, आपने जापान में जब भी कभी आप जापान का इमेजिनेशन रखते हो तो आपको जापानीज लैंग्वेज दिखाई देती है, इंग्लिश में लिखा हुआ दिखाई देता है, जापानीज लैंग्वेज में दिखाई देता है, राइट? एंड यू थिंक ऑफ चाइना, ऑब्वियसली चाइनीज दिखाई देती है. You think of Germany, you understand that it is German written there. तो मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहता हूँ. It is not the language that makes you winner. It is your comfort in your skin that makes you winner. हिंदी समझ में आती तो हिंदी में बात करो, इंग्लिश समझ में आती तो इंग्लिश में बात करो. ये कोई नेगेटिव बात नहीं है, ये कोई कमी की बात नहीं है कि लाइफ में मुझे ये नहीं करना आता, उसको करना आता है. उल्टा जो आप करना जानते हो उसमें निपुण बनो, उसमें अच्छा करो तो ज्यादा मैटर करेगा. मैं दुनिया भर में मिलके आया, बहुत सारे फाउंडर से मिलके आया. I raised money from different countries, and the only thing I discovered was when you have a confidence of who you are and you are perfectly comfortable in your skin, that is a time when you are somebody extraordinary, not when you are trying to pretend to be someone. Is it a trick statement I said? No. Be very comfortable. अगर कोई तुमसे कहे कि यार तुमको ये करना नहीं आता, then you should be having your own inspiration. Either you want to learn to do it and then excel in it, or you're okay with it. That oh yeah, मुझे बोलना नहीं आता, कोई problem नहीं है. And never get victimized of somebody else's judgment on you. Because I can tell you one thing. आप लोग बहुत young हो, आपको एक life lesson बहुत जरूरी लेना होगा. Life एक continuous achievement circle है. कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि जैसे आप यहाँ पे हो, तो you will think that if I do this, my life is success. Well, it is not true. When you will go there, there will be something else to look up to, and then there will be something else to look up to. Whosoever you think is successful is going through their own struggle. Really, if you think let's say this person is somewhere where I wish I could have been, then I want to assure you that that person is struggling for something and wanting to be somewhere else. यानी जिंदगी तो एक continuous curve है. So what is it you have to do? You have to truly believe that what I will become is what my life journey will be. Instead of becoming somebody else, I would rather be myself. So be yourself. Be self, which the way you want to be. Not you should get inspiration. You should get inspiration of doing something and becoming somebody else and doing something great just like someone else does. But in the end, the story will be you, because in the end, your story is what world will celebrate, not your story like somebody else's story the world will celebrate. इसको आप दूसरे तरीके से देख सकते हो, क्योंकि आप एंटरटेनमेंट की हम बात करके आ रहे हैं बिजनेस में. कभी भी कोई आर्टिस्ट जो मिमिक आर्टिस्ट है या फिर कोई जो दूसरों की आवाज में गा लेता है, उसका नाम उसके गाने से याद होता है या मिमिक से याद होता है? सबको ओरिजिनल गाने याद होते हैं. एंड में आके तो एक हिस्ट्री होती है जिसमें कि द पर्सन हैज टू डू इट देमसेल्फ. सो दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू डू. यू हैव टू बी ओरिजिनली यू. Don't try to be someone else. And it is nice to get inspiration, but not get victimized of it or not feel bad about it. It is rather better to get inspiration than to want to become and feel bad about it. And finally, in your life, you will feel lack of resources. ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. अपने कितने लोगों को ऐसा लगता हो यार कुछ और होता तो I could have done following, right? And ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. I can tell you that I raised literally billions of dollars in the bank and I felt that I wish थोड़े और पैसे होते. कोई जो पीछे बैठा होगा फूड चेन में वो खड़ा होगा, यार अगर मेरे पास होते तो मैं क्या नहीं कर देता. And I can tell you that forward of us, tens of companies, they say if I had a lot more, what would I have done? So there is no end to the resource also. तो जिंदगी में एक बात याद रखो, resources plus you equal to magic. Not resource is magic, not the outcome is magic. You are the magic that adds the magic to the resources that makes the magic. In fact, मैं तो ये बोलना चाहता हूँ कि चंद्रयान की कहानी बताई डायरेक्टर साहब ने. आपने सुना होगा कि उन्होंने कितने छोटे बजट में हीरो काम किया. बड़े बजट से तो काम भी नहीं होता. इनफैक्ट मैं आज एक बात बोल देता हूँ, अपनी जिंदगी में याद रखना, जब भी कभी आप किसी को ये बोलो कि यार हमारे पास ये नहीं था इसकी वजह से हम नहीं कर पाए, वो आपका जस्टिफिकेशन आपके लिए है, वो रियलिटी में रीजन नहीं है. रियलिटी का रीजन आपके अंदर मालूम है कि यार हम कुछ और कर लेते तो हो जाता. अब ये तो हमने बहाना बना दिया. तो नेवर बी दैट पर्सन हु इज फीलिंग बैड अबाउट द एक्सक्यूजेस. इंस्टेड एक कोई रीजन ही नहीं होना चाहिए. कोई रिसोर्स नहीं है तो क्या हुआ, विल फाइंड अ वे. एंड इनफैक्ट दिस इनोवेशन विल बी द स्टोरी ऑफ योर्स, नॉट दिस कि हमारे पास रिसोर्स थे. कितने लोगों को आप जानते होंगे, अब आप खुद सोचो, जिनके पास रिसोर्स होते हैं उनकी लाइफ के बारे में सोचते हैं. इमेजिन अ पर्सन हु हैज टन्स ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. इफ दैट पर्सन डजंट डू समथिंग इनक्रेडिबली अहेड ऑफ द रिसोर्स, दैट पर्सन इज ट्रीटेड एज अ फेलियर. आपकी जिंदगी जिसमें कम रिसोर्स हैं, तो आपके पास तो एंकर है लाइफ का. यू हैव टू थ्रो दिस एंड एनीथिंग इज अ ग्रेट विन फॉर यू वर्सेस अ पर्सन हु हैज टन्स ऑफ रिसोर्सेज एंड दैट पर्सन डज नॉट डू इनक्रेडिबली वेल. In fact, I share this interesting insight. मेरे बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं जिनके पास बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेज हैं, उनकी लाइफ डेफिनेटली ज्यादा टफर है देन योर लाइफ और नॉर्मल पर्सन लाइफ. क्यों? क्योंकि उनको समझ यार तुम्हें किस चीज की कमी है, तुम कुछ करते क्यों नहीं हो, पर आपको तो कोई बोलेगा नहीं. तो आप चाहे कुछ भी कर लो, छोटा करो या बड़ा करो, सब कह के देखिए कितना अच्छा लड़का है, कितना अच्छा व्यक्ति है, कितनी अच्छी बच्ची है नहीं सही वाली बात. तो अपनी लाइफ की लिमिटेशन आपकी लाइफ की लिमिटेशन बननी नहीं चाहिए, वो आपका सबसे बड़ा एसेट होना चाहिए. The limitation of your life will define how high will you go, because then your mind will work and then you will work and then you will find a way. So remember, the limit is not the resource, but limit is you yourself in your mind and your expectation and your risk in life. एंड फाइनली जिंदगी में बहुत सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलेंगे, आप लोगों को सक्सेस मिलेगी, 100% सक्सेस मिलेगी. आपकी मेहनत और हमारा देश इस तरह से है कि इस टाइम पे आप बहुत अच्छी तरक्की करोगे. ये मैं बिल्कुल अंडरराइट कर सकता हूँ, मैं बहुत अच्छी तरह से बोल सकता हूँ. मैं अभी थोड़ी देर पहले अक्षय से बोल रहा था कि आप दिल्ली शहर में पढ़ रहे हो, इसका एक अपना डिविडेंड मिलेगा. आप एशियन इंस्टीट्यूट में पढ़ रहे हो, इसका एक अपना डिविडेंड मिलेगा, इसका एडवांटेज मिलेगा. तो यू गाइस हैव लॉट ऑफ सक्सेस अहेड ऑफ यू, लेट मी से दैट. But the true success of yours will be to make your institute proud. जिस दिन आप जो कुछ करो कि यहाँ पे जो आपने फोटो देख लोगों के लगे हुए, आपका फोटो लगा होना चाहिए, उसकी एम्बिशन लेके चलो। एंड उसको करने के लिए आपको बस अगले अपनी पढ़ाई के सालों में you have to learn the life, you have to learn the work, you have to learn the business and you have to hold yourself. अभी तक आप एक क्लास और ग्रुप से आइडेंटिफाई होते थे, इसके बाद आप इंडिविजुअली आइडेंटिफाई होने लग जाओगे. So this is your name gets identified as who you are, Jeremy, and I wish you all the luck and all the success that you can get. And last but not the least, enjoy, because this is your incredible run to enjoy the college. Thank you so much.